He laughed while people disappeared. That's how survivors describe Idi Amin, the Ugandan army general who turned a nation into a killing field. Between 1971 and 1979, Amin ruled Uganda not just with guns, but with terror, paranoia, and a chilling absence of empathy. By the time his reign ended, an estimated 300,000 people were dead, many tortured or executed simply because he felt threatened. This is the true story of how raw power exposed one of Africa's most brutal military psychopaths. Before we go deeper into this story, please kindly click the subscribe button to support this channel so we can keep creating more interesting stories like this. Idi Amin Dada was born around 1925 in northwestern Uganda. He had little formal education, but possessed two traits that would later define his rise: physical dominance and unquestioned obedience to violence. As a young man, he joined the British colonial army, where brutality was often rewarded rather than punished. Amin learned early that fear worked faster than respect. When Uganda gained independence, Amin stayed in the military and rose quickly. By the late 1960s, he was close to President Milton Obote, but behind that loyalty was ambition and paranoia. Amin was already known for impulsive violence, exaggerated stories of his own greatness, and sudden mood swings. Soldiers feared him, civilians whispered about him. In January 1971, while Obote was abroad, Idi Amin staged a military coup. Tanks rolled into Kampala, radio stations were seized. Amin announced himself as president, promising peace, freedom, and democracy. Many Ugandans initially celebrated, until the killing started. Almost immediately, Amin began purging the army. Soldiers from ethnic groups he distrusted were rounded up, tortured, and executed. Bodies floated in the Nile River, prison cells filled with screams. Amin didn't just order deaths. Multiple witnesses say he personally participated in beatings and executions, sometimes smiling, sometimes laughing. Power amplified his darkest traits. Amin developed a god complex, referring to himself with absurd titles like His Excellency, President for Life, Field Marshal Al-Haji Dr. Idi Amin Dada, VC, DSO, MC, Lord of all the beasts of the earth and fishes of the seas. He believed he was chosen. He believed he was untouchable. One of his most infamous acts came in 1972 when he ordered the expulsion of over 60,000 Asians from Uganda, many of whose families had lived there for generations. They were given 90 days to leave. Their businesses, homes, and savings were seized. Uganda's economy collapsed almost overnight. Amin didn't care. To him, loyalty mattered more than competence. As the years passed, Amin's paranoia deepened. Ministers vanished after meetings, judges were killed for ruling incorrectly, journalists were silenced, even foreign nationals were not safe. When British citizen Dora Bloch was murdered after being hospitalized in Kampala, the world realized how reckless Amin had become. Psychologically, Idi Amin displayed classic traits associated with extreme power psychopathy: lack of empathy, mass killings without remorse, impulsivity, sudden executions based on rumors, grandiosity, believing himself divinely protected, sadism, enjoying the fear of others, paranoia, seeing enemies everywhere. He often blamed spirits, dreams, or divine messages for his decisions. Some nights, people were killed simply because Amin claimed they appeared in his dreams as traitors. By 1978, Amin made his final catastrophic mistake, invading neighboring Tanzania. This time, power failed him. Tanzanian forces, along with Ugandan exiles, pushed back hard. In April 1979, Kampala fell. Idi Amin fled, first to Libya, then Saudi Arabia. And here's the most unsettling part of the story. Idi Amin was never held accountable. He lived comfortably in exile until his death in 2003, never apologizing, never expressing regret. Thousands of families never found the bodies of their loved ones. Idi Amin's story is a terrifying lesson in what happens when absolute power meets a psychopathic personality. It shows how charisma can mask cruelty, how fear can replace governance, and how unchecked authority can turn a human being into a weapon against their own people.